Well, I got kicked out of my own stream for reasons of zero signal. So all the way around EE, right? The best in the country. Even them. That's about half a mile of shit signal to no signal. And I wonder why I don't get out. Like, there is a significant difference to the numbers I get on YouTube when I go out with EE, when I go out with O2, believe it or not. Because O2's holding a signal. Strange. It's strange. And yet if I go to Southampton Centre, city centre, like EE will smash O2. So, yeah. Anyway, so I suppose I better be quick in case I get kicked off again. So I imagine that's the test to X over. Oh, the other thing as well, I don't know how to end the stream. I'm assuming I've then got to go home and end it manually. Ridiculous. So I don't know if this is on X or not now. No idea. But I wanted to thank all the people for coming on yesterday. It was pretty cool. Dave made me laugh, the speed that he was getting on and stuff as well. But it was good to see him. I didn't expect to see, come on. I didn't expect to see so many people. Sue. Headshot. Dead. Sorry. Yeah, I want to see so many people, so it's pretty cool. We're really not going to get out. I think this stream is screwed. So forgive me if I don't put my best effort in, but I know it. Yeah, it's been screwed since we started, and I didn't realize how bad. And I'll be surprised if any of this comes out. The last time I had a stream like this, when I looked at it back, it was going blip, 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 and you couldn't watch it. So I'll try and say a couple of things, but I'm not convinced it's going to come out okay. So, and it should be better, not better quality, but it should be smoother today. Sue, with me? Sue, stop. With dad. Good. With me. This way, Sue. Stop. This way. Come here. Sit. Not on your fucking time. Wait, eyes. Not on your time. Eyes. Not on your time. My time. It's for your own good. Don't want to see you get damaged. Alright? Come on, with dad. Sorry, guys. It is impossible to do this and walk a dog. She's a good dog, but it's Christmas Boxing Day here. I don't think you have a name for it anywhere else in the world, do you? But it's Boxing Day here, and everybody's a dog walker today. So it's actually nice to see, because there was a time when people just couldn't be bothered. But no, everybody's dog walking, but everybody's letting the dog off the lead, which is great. But some of them can handle that and some of them can't. So yeah. Hey Steve, it's the man. It's one of the very few people that matter right now. And what I mean, that sounds bad to everybody. What I mean is, like, there's a core of us at the moment. Like there always has been. Zero News has always been about a core, and we haven't grown yet. So, you know, yeah, I didn't mean that like there's a clique or there's a, oh yeah, you're not invited air about it. I just mean, yeah. I suppose, I don't want to keep repeating this because it sounds like I'm clinging to the past, but I've been in this position before, and I can tell you from experience that it was the people that helped me when I was at my smallest. And because when I the very first time I came up with an idea for a podcast, I had no podcast experience. It's not like it now, where people at least know that I've done it and I've had that sort of success. Back then, it was an idea, one of many that I had. I'm an ideas kind of person, and I might have 5 that I never do, but it'll be the 6th one, you know. And I remember people going, when I was talking about doing a podcast, sort of not even really hiding that they were laughing at me. And I remember, I mean, you know, I'm like, I called them CUNTs, but the point of it was, I just thought, is it that funny that I'm trying to, I mean, I know that even YouTubers still have a bad name, but is it that funny that I'm trying to do a podcast? Is it that funny? And I realised that a lot of it is because they didn't have the balls to do it, because they would feel also like people were laughing at them. And so I had to ignore that. You have to take that shit. You have to take the people going on going, who are you broadcasting to? You're a nobody. All that stuff as you come up. You have to take all that. But those same people, the very same people that were laughing in your face were the very first cap in hand. Can I be part of it? Can I be part of it? Can I have some creative control here? Can I be this? Can I be that? Can I do this? Can I do that? And it's like, you want to be, you want to do, you want to be my bitch now. Oh, right. You want to help out now. It's not even a case of control now. And that, you've given up that dream completely. Now it's just, you'll change the bins for me now. Oh, all right. You want to be a charitable person now. And no, it just doesn't work like that for me. So, you know, the people that had stuck by me when things were starting out and weren't laughing in my face, you have a special place for those people. Don't get me wrong, all the other people that, say, laughed or whatever else, I didn't hold a grudge against them forever. And a lot of them ended up becoming regular watchers, and we would get on really well. It wasn't like I hated them, but no way were they going to show that level of disrespect. And then the moment that I started getting popular, go, oh yeah, I'm your mate. I'm your old mucker. Don't forget about me. It's like, well, you forgot about me. Fuck yourself. You know? So, and there were people, don't get me wrong, the first time round, there were people that literally took leaps of faith in me. Never forget when I was at like 100 followers, and like, I don't know, my average stream on Periscope would get out to like 2 people, and this lady called herself Yoga Nanda on there. She said to me, she said, I'm 70 years old. She said, I see everything I had in myself, and I didn't do it. And I was like, and I was about 40, and I was like, I'm too old. It's a youngster's business. And she was like, I thought the same thing. And she said, I'm telling you. And she used to sit and spam this like button all day long, every time she was on there. It would actually affect the algorithm for the channel. She would just spam it constantly. And she would push and push, but not in a negative way. It's people like that, the people that you know, aren't on the channels these days, but nobody does everything by themselves. It was those people that got me off to a start. And she was brilliant because she really did make me look at things. And you can have 1,000 conversations like that where someone says, oh, if I had done it differently, but it was the way she said it, is what she said specifically, and I couldn't go through it word for word. But she made me really realise that I did have the ability. It was in the palm of my hand. I was already crafting it. It was just a case of did I have the bollocks and the drive to actually go to a different market, which was YouTube, and see what happened. And so a lot of people like that believed in you before you even believed in yourself. So, and if it wasn't for those people, there's no way I would have got where I got. My mate Archer, he doesn't get mentioned. I mean, massive part of it. A guy called Bottom Wanderer. It was a massive part of it. I reckon you and him would have got on, Steve. He had a no-nonsense sort of approach to things like you, quite knowledgeable, but got on well with people at the same time, you know? You had to handle people at the same time. So there's similarities. Differences, I think you've probably got a bit more of a temper, maybe. I'm guessing. I don't know you that well, but I'm guessing you've got maybe a bit more of a fiery temper, just from some of the things you've said. But yeah. Well, we're not going to get the numbers today. We really did all right for numbers the last couple of days. That I said to you, Steve, about the subscribers, and listen, I don't know what the truth is. What I will say to you is that sudden raise in subscribers. Just bear with me a second. With me. Stop. Hey, stop. With me. See, with me. See. Where's the controls gone? 1 second, guys. I've lost the screen controls. That's weird. Hang on a minute. Oh, there we go. Sue. Come here. Right. With me. With Dad. Too fast. Hey. With Dad. Stealth with Dad. Sunset that. Stealth with Dad. Too fast. Hey. Stealth with Dad. Where you going? That side? Stealth with Dad. Good girl. That's it. You don't like the camera, do you? I don't blame you. You're bashful. Where are we going? Yeah? We're going that way. You see the road, yeah? Yeah? Oh, you good girl. You're waiting. Good. Right, car come in, right? Yeah? Wait, and go, baby. Good girl. Well done, Sue. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, was I saying something? Can't remember. I was up till fucking 5 o'clock this morning. Trying to work on different aspects, partly podcasts and other stuff. It was more like, I don't know. It was more like digital spring cleaning, what I got done, than creativity. But I keep realising it's like that old Jordan Peterson thing about tidy your room, you know? But that's also true of your head and your computer. I've always known that with my computer. But everything, your files, video files. I'm just someone who has a great sense of peace when there's symmetry and things have their place. And I can survive in a messy place as long as everything's got its place, or everything will be totally immaculate as long as everything has got its place. I can go either way, but everything's got to have its place. And that's what's killing me at the moment is I own too many things because I have too many interests. I mean, there's no such thing as too many interests in some ways, right? But I'm not 15, so it's not like I've got, I don't know, time in that for 100 hobbies. But I do. I love, I don't know. I was going to say I love life. Maybe I do. I love doing this. I've got so many interests. I love learning. I love experiencing, exploring. And yeah, and I've also got an inbuilt kind of compass in me or siren that says that's wrong, and I can't keep my mouth shut. I was terrible at school. If I did something wrong, the teacher said, "Who did that?" I go, "Me." Not because I was showing off. I just like terrible liar. Didn't even want to lie. It's just like if I got away with it, fine. If I could lie by omitting, fine. But if I felt like I was getting called out, I'd just go, "Yeah, me." I'd be terrible under police pressure, not because of them, but just simply because I couldn't be bothered to spin stories about me. Do you know what I mean? I'd just be like, "Oh yeah, what? Yeah, it was me." You know? Yeah, it's a bit of a weakness. Probably shouldn't advertise, but I just can't. Yeah, I don't know. I just think if I was to try and do all that, I would wrap myself up, trip myself up, make myself look alright. You know what I mean? And also as well, I honestly believe carrying around lies in your head, and you could laugh at me for this, but I honestly think that it's bad for your health, like cancer causing bad. I always say to people, some of the people I love in my life the most, when they've gone through hard times and that, and they're like, what could I improve in my life? And one of the things I always say to certain people is secrets. Get rid of your secrets. And it's not, I haven't said that to like prompt something. I've said that because I know that they have lots of secrets. I know that they will tell this person this thing, this person this thing. I know that that's how they live their life. So that's me saying, unburden yourself with the fucking secrets, because you're carrying around a dead weight. And half the things these people have secrets about, some of them are lies for the sake of lies. Some of them are lies through paranoia. And it's just like, let it all go. Let it all go. Hopefully, I'm trying it out now. I'm a bit scared. See, the mic's hanging off there. Hopefully the sound's all right. But I found at least one of the magnets from my old road system. And I also found the slide thing that goes on the clip. It's the wrong size, but I've put it the wrong way around in the clip. And I've got them on there like, what do you call it? Blue tack, which doesn't sound very safe, but the clip's held on really well. The blue tack's only actually to squash it against each other, because the magnet's really powerful. So I've kind of put that in the middle and it's squeezing like that really tightly. So I'm hoping this is my fix, because it's like hanging sideways, and I couldn't do that before. It would fall off, and it's not even so far. Yeah, it's wedged tight. So I think I fixed the problem. Yay for me, right? I can't believe that I had all the text lined up, ready to go at the bottom, and now it won't let me touch it because Prism. I am annoyed, and I don't know whether to be annoyed at X or Prism about the fact that I have to sit in front of my PC and click a button in order to go live on Prism on X. 2 services I'm paying for, and neither have got the ability to use the RTMP key to just go live when I press the live button. That's crazy in 2025. This is not new technology at all. At all. There are fixes, don't get me wrong. I could use the X Studio to do things the other way around. But again, it's like, I remember everybody was saying to me when Rumble had an upgrade, and they upgraded their studio, and the studio was really good in terms of they created a StreamYard-like studio. It could do a lot of really cool things. The problem was it didn't work. And like I had these video clips, like funny ones, that were almost to the second precise. So when someone said something, I'd play this quick video clip. And it was supposed to be a bit dry, a bit funny, but it needed to be precise. And the lag on there was about 5-6 seconds. So I'd be hitting this clip. It wouldn't work, and I'd assume it hadn't worked. And then I'd be talking to someone about something, and then this clip would start playing, and then I couldn't stop it. It was just shite. Same with X. You pay for X. You've got a studio there that's shite. The streaming itself is okay. And I think it's deliberate. I think if you look at what X tells you about putting YouTube links on there, they will not promote those links. They will bury those links. Their words, not mine. Because they do not want you using other platforms on there. They don't want you going away from the platform. So I'm kind of thinking X is the least friendly to other platforms at the moment. Is it just trying to be fucking awkward because it doesn't want you streaming to it and other platforms at the same time? Do they want exclusive content or no content? And before you wave that off as a stupid idea, why? Why is it? Makes all the fucking sense in the world to make sure that everything that comes up to you is exclusive. I don't know, but they are making it really difficult. Like I say, in 2025, there's absolutely no need. It's an RTMP key. They've been used for years. Before StreamYard came around, before all of that, it's not new technology at all. It's very old, and it works. That's why we still use it. So I have no idea what they're playing at. I really don't. But when it's the only platform, and Prism, same thing, where I'm paying for both of them, I expect better. You know. Don't get me wrong, I've got a studio I can output to 3, but not from a phone. That was the whole thing about Prism. Don't get me wrong, if there's a really important stream I need to do, obviously I can sit at home and I can press the button and go out. But if I'm already out, that is a bit of a bummer. I'm happy though. If I had the choice to go on X and get her, if it had been a few months ago, I probably would have chosen X. And do you know what? I'm glad it's Get that's growing. I think the people over there are generally nicer, generally speaking. And I think I don't know. I just think X is rigged. Even the AI will tell you when you talk about the algorithms that it's rigged. And it is. It's like a game that is pay to win. It's like pay for exposure. The more you pay, the more your posts will get out, the more followers you'll get. You know, and it gets all right if you got money. And it is a great way, again, of getting the mainstream media on your platform, because they're going to be the ones with the money, and they'll be the ones that will go to the top. See, but you don't frame it like that. You just frame it as, yeah. I don't know. I'm not saying just mainstream media, but what I'm talking about is people with money attract people with money. Musk's no fucking different. And look. Don't you dare go after it, Sue. Hello, darling. Look. Sue, back off. Sue, why don't you listen to me? Oi! You listen to Dad. Listen to Dad. Good. Come here. Sue, come here. Here. Come on. That's better. Good girl. See? It's all right. Don't, Sue. You scare him off. Hello, mate. Sue. Come on, baby. Come on. Leave him alone. Leave. Dirty. Leave. Now. Go. Go. Go on. Go. I'm just being silly, Sue. Just being silly. Go on, go. Forget about him. It's all right. It's cool. My Boxing Day is going pretty well. I shouldn't have come out. Well, no, not that I shouldn't have come out. I shouldn't have started streaming because it actually annoyed me today, the X. But because I've waffled about that rather than the things I wanted to. But I enjoyed yesterday. It was really cool coming on and just talking shit to people instead of having to worry about, I don't know, just the same targets and things. And today I'm having a chilled out day, and that was the reason why I came on. Really, I was having a really chilled out day, and so yeah, I need to get that vibe back. But the only thing, time's going too quick, and there's so many things I wanted to kind of get done whilst I'm not being pulled in 100 directions. So it's nice, but it's going quickly. But thank you. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, I lost that a second. Oh, it's full subscribers. Yeah, remind me. I'll come back to that in a second. No, the dog is a beef and freeze. Right, so let me try and get it right. Hey, Dave. Good to see you, mate. Best ways to handle in fear. That's a big question. Are you still there for me to answer it to? Because if you're not, I will feel like I've wasted a lot of time. But if you're still there, it's a complicated question. I don't think anybody can answer in one session, and the answer's ever so slightly different for everybody. I can give a start though, and there's the problem is with simple advice is people think it's too simple. I've got bigger problems than that. How do you think that's going to help me? And what they don't realize is, like Buckaroo, remove all of the straws very slowly, one by one, whether that's something really tiny that isn't making that much difference in your mind, or whether it's taking the big things off. Somebody once said, take care of the little things, the big things take care of themselves. For me, years of fear, years of anxiety, years of that kind of abuse against my own mind. And one of the things I will say is that people will talk about fighting fear and fighting anxiety. And I would say that that is completely the wrong terminology and image to put in someone's mind. Because when you think about fighting, what are you thinking about? Struggle, wrestling, fighting, pushing, pulling. That's what fighting is. You know, you think about fighting, your muscles tense. Yeah, you're thinking about fighting. So when people start talking about fighting anxiety, oh, I managed to beat anxiety today, and it's like, nah, it's not good language to use. It's like, because if you're wrestling with anxiety, it's gonna beat you, because that struggle is precisely the energy that it needs to feed off in the first place. So it's like that struggle creates more of the fuel that it got in the first place to exist. And so all the struggle does is increase your heart rate, increase the flow of adrenaline, and reaffirm to you that there's something to be nervous about, because you're now in a struggle, a fight that you can't win. I think a lot of it is about acceptance, and it's about, like, I don't know how to exactly to explain this, but I learned more, rather than to try and push the fear away like I was going to fight it, is to kind of allow it to go through me. So it's almost like not grabbing onto it, realizing that it wasn't mine, in as much as if it was irrational and I could say that to myself, or if it was over the top and I knew that, then I also knew that it would probably go away. So I would try and allow it to go through me, rather than holding on to the thoughts or the feelings that I was getting. Because fear fucks with you that way. The real fear that you end up with is fearing more fear. It's like a drug, but the wrong way round. And that's what the real fear becomes, feeling like that again, feeling that horrible again. That's what the real fear is. It's feeling like, and people don't understand it, because they think, when they hear anxiety, they think, oh, mildly uncomfortable. It's like, no, imagine a dragon had just popped out your wardrobe, an actual real life dragon, and was burning your room and about to kill you, and it was real. And you're trying to process the idea that a dragon is real, let alone the fact that it's going to burn you to pieces. That kind of fear that you'd be in is kind of what it does to you. So with me, it was like getting out used to be beep, 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 beep. With me, getting out used to be a big problem, but it's necessary, because once you've released that much adrenaline into your body, you need to do something with it. So with me, it comes down to some very simple things. Breathing is a huge thing. Your breathing shallows, most people won't admit it, but they will not help themselves. They will, and they'll allow it, because they're letting themselves go. You know, when you get too upset, like kids do, and then they're almost making themselves cry. Adults can do that too. They can get so upset that they can't let go of that being upset. It's almost like being totally brokenhearted and just not wanting to let go of the pain almost. So they can do that. So with fear. So yeah, it's sorry, I'm getting off track a little bit, but I just think I don't think you control fear as such. I think you build up resilience, resistance, avoidance, capitulation on the worst days when you know that you can't win. And on your good days, like what I used to do when I started this podcast, I used to go out in the morning about 9 o'clock and I used to do a podcast full of anxiety. And I used to say, right, I've got that out of my system now. Probably I'll switch on in an hour and I'll be fine. And that's exactly what used to happen. I used to switch on an hour later and I was fine. Because instead of sitting indoors, I used to call it in the chair of analysis. I'd be tied to this chair for a long time, every day, living lifetimes in that chair. Worry, 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 fear, 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 fear. And the more I thought, the more I was stuck to the chair. And I wrote songs about it. I made videos about it. The famous chair of analysis, I used to call it. And I was stuck in this paralysis by analysis chair. And once I managed to break that, which was a lot, it was very difficult. I realized that the breathing, posture, holding your head up, all that stuff, sounds silly. But if you can smile and appreciate the fact that when you smile and you put your full effort into it, you can feel a chemical change, then you also have to start to realize that maybe it would help me if I held my neck up. Maybe it would help me if I hold the way I walk. If I walk confidently, guess what? If you act confidently, it will start to affect you. So those things I think are really important. I wouldn't say all this face your fear and do it anyway bollocks is true, because I faced every single fear that I have. I've gone to London when there's 1 million people there. None of it has helped. Make a slight bit of difference. Either way. Hasn't made me put off it. Hasn't helped me deal with it. It's not made a slight bit of difference. I think that's bollocks. But I do think, like I say, you can become immune to parts of it and just aware of other parts. See, awareness is the key. If you're aware of what's coming, why it's coming, and the fact that it's full of shit, as in your fear is going to exaggerate to you because it's fear, and because if it's got control of your brain's going to lie to you. If you're aware of that before it happens, that's great. Because when it starts to happen, you can at least say bullshit, bullshit, bollocks, bullshit, bullshit, and bollocks. I may feel like this, but I know this is bullshit and bollocks. And the effect that will have, that's useful, is that you will start to believe that pretty quickly. And as a result of believing it pretty quickly, you'll get control back. So where it used to take days, weeks, months, it can happen in minutes. We just, like I say, it was breathing, realizing that all my muscles were absolutely tense to fuck, because that's how wound up you got yourself, and just focus it. As I was walking, getting my breathing right, posture right, I'd just focus on every muscle group, and I'd go, right, legs. And I would just focus on relaxing my legs. And all these people that say you can't do it, yes, you can. I didn't think of this either, about panic and everything else. And what caused me to change was having a motorbike accident, being stuck in a hospital bed, and seeing my heartbeat going through the roof because I was having yet another panic. And I remember just doing the old Jedi eyes, the Jedi eyes, while I was concentrating. And I got my heartbeat down to about 41 beats per minute just by focusing. And I was quite young, and it just opened up a whole world of possibilities for me. And over the next few years, my resting heart rate went from 90 beats a minute to 60. And a lot of that was de-stressing. A lot of that was taking stress out of my life. Extra heartbeats that might do me good one day. A heart attack that I might not have one day. Because I managed to take 30 beats a minute off my fucking heart rate. That's not a small amount, And sorry, I'm going around in circles a little bit. Sorry. So dealing with fear is difficult, but so the last part. So the muscle groups, you focus on the muscle groups. And then you just make them relax. That sounds counterintuitive, but you make them relax. You just gain control. And you do that, people say, how? You do that by gaining emotional control. If you've got emotional control, then you have control of your body. The only way you're going to sit there and go, I can't do it, is if you're not in emotional control. If you're in emotional control, then you can relax your fucking arms, you can relax your legs. It's that simple. Don't make excuses. And then you've got that kind of control and you've got your breathing under control. Then you walk. Your walk dumps the adrenaline. Because if you sit at home and you've just dumped all that adrenaline, then you're breathing and your mindfulness and everything else that you've just done to get out of that cycle all comes back, because you've still got adrenaline in your body, which adrenaline is making your heart go faster, which is telling you something's wrong, which reaffirms everything all over again. So you've got to kind of cut your head off from your body in a way, because they are linked and they will fuel each other. When your body starts, when you start to feel your heart going, you've got to tell your brain it's difficult. Ignore my fucking heart. It's lying to you. Get on the walk. Use up that adrenaline. Make sure you know that you've used it up. You might go home and feel a little bit crappy. And this is just for me, and this is for this point in my life. Years ago, this advice wouldn't have worked for me. And then within a little while, normally, I'm having a smile. I'm feeling all right. I've walked my dog in that time. I may have done a podcast in that time. And I realised, actually, I'm up, because I've managed to get a couple of things done whilst feeling shit. And I can take those positives out of it as well. Taking the positives, the small positives, is massive. Because if you're struggling with stuff, then you've got to give yourself credit for the things you get right. And a lot of us won't if we suffer with that kind of thing. So, like, when you've managed to do more than you expected, even in the state you're in, like, acknowledge it, because that makes you feel good and a sense of achievement, which then goes on to make you do more good things. You have to accumulate the good, and you won't do that by always putting yourself down. Like, I mean, I'm very self-deprecating, so I have to make myself say good things sometimes, because it's not good for you, but it's also not good for the way people see you. So me, a lot of my lack of success over the last year, it's been nothing to do with content, numbers, or anything else. A lot of it is what I've been projecting outwards. You lose confidence in yourself. I've got it back now. But when you lose confidence in yourself, people can see it. And there's an unconscious sentence being said there. If you've lost confidence in yourself, why should I have confidence in you? It's totally correct. And people see it. So, yeah, I know it's a massively long answer, but get out walking if you can. Focus on your breathing, focus on your posture, control your muscle groups, cut your head from your body for the time being, talk to them separately, and then when you've got yourself calm, dump that adrenaline, and appreciate what you've managed to do, and realize that it may have taken you days, weeks, or months to do what you just did in an hour. Fair dues, isn't it? If you had to experience it every day, but it took you an hour to sort out rather than all day, wouldn't that be a massive improvement on your life? And to Steve, so, I nearly had it. Bollocks. I nearly had it. Nearly did a seamless transition, Steve, and then I bullsed out right at the end. Can't see it. Sorry, guys. There we go. For full subscribers, yeah. So I still have my doubts about what happened that day. Like I say, 400 views, 30 likes, and I don't know exactly how many subscribers added, but it all seemed very neat little box kind of stuff, and the way it looked at my analytics didn't look good. But what I will say is the numbers we got over Christmas Day, but and the night before, and the extra subscribers around that, and the watches around that actually seem to be genuine. The way they're going up, the way they're going down, probably just because it was Christmas Day, but even so, they actually seem to be genuine, Steve. So, and the people that came on last night when I was really just having a giggle, A few of them subscribed, and there was a good atmosphere there. But they that was all genuine traffic, so that was good. That was good. Dave was there. We on a stream that really wasn't trying to do much. You know, we got 20 odd people on there at one point, which again, it's not massive, but for a little channel that wasn't really doing much, it was, yeah, it's probably the biggest number this little what do you call it? I don't know what the wording. It's not rebranding because it's the same name, but you know, restarting of the channel. So yeah, it was kind of cool. It kind of reminded me of the old days when things started to wind. You know, it takes time, but yeah. So I think there is some genuine organic traffic, thank God, because I was beginning to lose a bit of hope when I saw that the other day with subscribers and that. I don't know. I think the truth is, if they disappear, maybe I was right. If they don't disappear, then I don't know. We'll see, because they should also translate into people liking, disliking, commenting, watching. So we'll see if the views. I mean, the views at the moment are going up, so maybe they are real. You know, it just seemed all a bit neat the other day. You know, I'm very paranoid about it now after what was done to me. You know. It's still on 279, so possibly. Yeah, I definitely feel last night's was genuine. Yesterday's were genuine, yeah. Yeah, it was just that one day. So I'm hoping we're good, Steve. I'm hoping we're actually growing now for our own hard work and not whatever the hell is going on. Do you know what? It took me so long to get pack to come out. I wanted to bring everything. And make sure the mic didn't fall off. You know what I'm like. I drop things, make mistakes. So I wanted to make sure none of that happened today, because I owe you better. And I've got the stuff to make it happen. So I've done all that. I've done all of that. And I've still forgot my fucking glasses. Unbelievable. It's always something. It's always something. Let me see if I can make it brighter. Right, let's try that. Oh shit. I'm never going to ever get through all this, am I? I might have to watch some of this on replay, guys. That's a good thing about I've noticed though. Normally you got to wait 24 hours for a replay review, but with the comments on screen, which shouldn't look like that. I changed the way the comments are supposed to look. They're not supposed to look like that. Anyway, you can at least now look at the comments. Review the comments way before you used to be able to, which is good. At least when I'm using Prism. Oh. All the big YouTubers talk about uniting the right. Yeah, they all talk about it, so why aren't they all united? Because they've been going on about it for 7 fucking years. And yet, they're still not all united. So what's that all about? There's 2 answers to that. Either it's really difficult to unite them all, or they're full of shit about uniting. Or maybe unite means something else to them, like take the knee. Who knows? Who knows? We aren't seeing comments on the screen today. You're not? I am. And that's the wrong way around. I tried to choose a different type of comment box for you today so it would be easier to see while still giving you some opacity. So the text at the bottom's failed me. Fucking art. Sorry, excuse my language. Text at the bottom's failed me. And yeah, that was supposed to change the way the text worked. And also it was going to take up the whole side of the window so that I could see a lot more of the back chat. But yeah, it's not worked out. Prism is temperamental. They all are. They all get on my nerves, to be honest. But I've still got a couple of stories to do. One about the fake adverts. I haven't forgot. It's all ready to go. And another one about Nvidia and stuff. But it's just I've been relaxing, like I say, but also about to go and see people. And I've been doing, I mean, I did so many of these yesterday. I was like, why haven't I done all this other stuff? I was like, when have you had the chance? So yeah, it was, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say there's things I've got to do, because then I'm putting pressure on myself rather than relaxing the thing I said I was going to do. But I keep wanting to go and like play a computer game or watch a film. And then I just sit there going, oh, let's do another video. Let's plan something out. Let's fix this. Let's fix that. But I have got a lot done. I'm more confident about 2026 now in terms of, I don't know what's going to happen with the numbers, right? Normally, when I set my heart to something, I get results. I'm just lucky like that in certain ways. Hopefully that luck continues. But I can't control that side of things. I can only control my end. And I'm quite confident for the first time in ages that this end's going to improve drastically. And that I'm going to be able to get to do a hell of a lot of things that I want to do in the way that I want to do them. And they're going to come out, hopefully, the way I want them to come out. So, beep, beep, beep. Wait. They're going to come out, hopefully, the way I want them to come out. So, sorry, I forgot to say, fucking dog walking in this. I'm sorry. But I hope my ranting about, not ranting, but my waffle about fear wasn't over the top. But it's one I used to talk about all the time. I'm not allowed to, beep, 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 beep. I'm not allowed to talk about on this channel anymore. So I talk about very rarely. But it's a big thing and rules too many people's lives. That's a shame you're not seeing the comments on the screen. I don't know I have to try and fix that for the next time. I don't know. It's really let me down today. I got to be honest. It has really let me down. Yeah, that's not going to work, Nick Griffin. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Don't be having a laugh and being silly. If the right would put egos aside, it's not just egos though. Everyone's got a different definition of what the right is. Don't get me wrong, right? There's definitely egos on the right that get in the way, do cause problems, definitely, 100% agree. Don't want to give any other impression than that. But there's also more to it than that. There's certain people that have privatized the right, and if you're not in, you're out. So some people don't have a choice. Some people are having to make other arrangements because you're either in with groups or you're out with groups. I would also say that the right has always been individual thinkers. We don't do identity politics. Good side of that is that we're individual thinkers and do individual responsibility. Bad side of it is we tend to all think that we know best and we tend to think things should be done a certain way. But the other idea is people's definition of what the right is. Most of us in this movement will separate the far left and the far right as being excessively extreme groups. People come and say, oh, the right should unite. And what they really mean is the far right, the ethno-nationalists, the Colette fans, even the actual open adult Hitler worshippers who literally worship the motherland of Germany. And a lot of them spit on patriots. That's not the right. Yeah, and people have got some very strange, twisted ideas of what they call the right. Just because people call themselves right, or on the right, or whatever else, or embrace the far right logo, doesn't mean they're anything to do with us. No, I won't stand side by side to someone that has about 8 policies the same as mine, but at the same time is, is not ideologically equal, I suppose. And then you've got the people that you've got. Then there's another side of it which is harder. It's much more difficult. It's, do I bite my tongue and protect scumbags who are ripping the people off in order to keep cohesion and to keep people united on the right? Do I keep them stupid in order to keep the peace? Or when I see something wrong, do I say it? Because what's the point in us chasing the left around and the rest of the world around about the wrong? Well, let it divide people, but right and wrong is right and wrong. Sorry, I'm just giving you some of my experiences. I'm not sort of saying aiming this at you. And yeah, so I'm like, there are a lot of egos, and it definitely, and we've all got. But the thing to realize is we've all got an ego. Yeah, I've got an ego. If I do a podcast and put my face in front of it, if I then say I haven't got an ego, you should laugh at me. Because like, if you haven't got an ego, why you put yourself out there? Everybody puts themselves out there who's got an ego. They won't agree to it. They won't necessarily admit that, but they're lying to you and to themselves. I could cite you numerous examples, even recently, of people who have finally got swallowed up by the hype machine and by their own hype. People that used to have small channels that a lot of people go to have arguments on, everything else, who are activism. As soon as they come in, they're being almost attacked by these people who are really just scammers, I suppose. It's the only way I can really put it. And yeah, so the right isn't what it was a few years ago. It's corporate. It's corporate. And people don't want to accept it, don't like it. I don't give a shit what they want to accept. I'm only my job is to report on the facts. My job is to report on what I know. It's not to worry about how people are going to take it. And I don't mean that horribly, but it's not. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing my job. It is to say the right has been privatized. That does take the opportunities for people away. And because of egos and everything else, it means that people do clash, which means that people will go without opportunities unless they got the thumbs in the right arseholes, which means the whole thing becomes a corrupt mess. Which is why it's so important, without slagging everybody off, without hating on anybody, it's important for people like myself, ZEE.N.N, other people, to stay independent, to keep going, to keep growing, to have an alternative voice, to have a voice without a narrative, and to grow, and to create a space where instead of gatekeeping to stop people from coming up, we gatekeep to open a space to let people come through, so that the really talented youngsters that come through can take our places and go up and do better things than we ever did. That's the way to ensure the future, is by ensuring the talent goes up, and not the nepotism. And if we can do that, we've done a good job. So, and that's it. I think people will work together because they'll have to in the end. So I'm not too worried about that, because things will get so serious that in the end they'll just have to work together. But there's been a lot of opportunities missed in the meantime, and I've tried a lot of things. I used to be the guy. People forget this about me. You know, I've been called divisive and that. It's like, you crazy fuckers calling me divisive. I'm the guy that used to sit on stream after stream asking people to get together, inviting enemies on my platform to get them speaking, to try and get them to make friends, as naive as I was. And I was always the one trying to get people to get on. And what a sweet summer child I was for doing it. But yeah, it became obvious how futile that was straight away, but also the reasons why. And yeah, you know, not everybody's on the up and up. It's just the way it is. Just, you know, it's just a part of life you've got to accept, the same as any other. So like, you got to accept that life's not fair. The movement's full of good and shit people. And there's nothing I or anybody else can really do about it, but we can make you aware. So what would be nice is, instead of calling us divisive, don't have to like agree with us. You just have to just remember. That's all. Just remember. So that if the day comes where you want to part with a load of money, you've got your information. You can decide based on what information you've got, or whatever. But we all know that you can give a badge to the wrong person, and the wrong person will become the biggest Hitler you've ever come across, and that badge may only give them the right to tell people where to park. And a lot of people are like that in life. Add a camera to that, they'll lose their fucking minds. And I'm never going to be okay with people like that. It's not their fault, right? It affects a lot of people like it, but they're never going to be people that I'm going to go, yeah, I want to work with you. They're going to be people to stay away from, because they usually, when they do realize they're not cut out for it, they usually try and drag everybody down with them as well. So it's a dodgy game on the right, but it's no different from the left. I mean, the left are cutthroat as well, just in a totally different way. But they are cutthroat in as much as, oh, they're all buddies and they're all, but they're all fighting for different things. Half of them don't know what the other lot stand for. If they got what they wanted, half of them would actually turn on each other, like the Muslims would turn on the left. If you ever see them when they do get together, groups of them that have never met, they often end up fighting because they didn't know they held the values that they got. They're a joke. They are an absolute joke. And the left will also, if one of them speaks out a turn or says something a little bit above themselves, they'll make sure that person loses their job, gets suspended, gets embarrassed in front of the rest of the left. They get brought down to size. They get shown nobody's too big. The left knows how to punish their own. They did it to Kay Burley. They've done it to a lot of people who got a little bit big for their boots. So they just reminded them, not so subtly, that we can remove you. Because that's how they are on the left. You're useful till you're not, and when you're not, God help you. But there you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rant about the right. Like, I love the right. That's why I'm here, to fight for those beliefs. But I've just been through so much and seen so much, and also seen, in fairness, I've seen people claim to have changed their entire worldview in a single 12-hour period overnight, which I don't believe that a person would really do or can really do. And I've seen people who have gone for years saying the same thing, then suddenly seem to 180 their view. And we are in a kind of world of low trust at the moment, even with streamers, because it's like they've forgotten that there's a backlog of videos. So it's like your audience remembers what you say better than you do. And when you contradict yourself, they remember. And that happens a lot as well with a lot of streamers. When they change their narrative and they contradict themselves, they don't realize that they've done it. I don't always realize it's their viewers that notice more than anybody, because they remember the shit that they say. It's not me that would notice. Anyway, let's get off that subject, because it's getting a bit boring, isn't it? Where did I put the... Oh, they're there. Nick Denconi's not an ethno-nationalist. He's a civic nationalist. Just because he talks about white people and stuff like that. If you look at the interview I did with him in... Oh, did I not do an interview that day? I'm not sure. In Bournemouth, there was the amount of black people there who he fully embraced, who were there to support him, as well as white people, and that was really winding up people on the left who saw my video, and they were hating on these black people, saying that they were either traitors or really naive for supporting him. So no, I mean, no, it's just not. It's not the case, I'm afraid. Yeah, I do like Nick. He's thrown me off a little bit recently, but again, it's because I forget he's not in our shoes. He's in party politics, and I'm in a different world of truth, where I can say what the hell I want. So we're just in different worlds, you know. Yeah. The one thing I will say is, if I get back up to previous numbers, I'm not going to watch my tongue for anybody. And by that, I don't mean I'm going to go on the attack. I just mean, yeah, the friends game of holding things back, and that stops, because truth's the truth. Even with the left, there's things I've held back, but after the things that they've done, they don't deserve anything being held back. I used to do things for humane reasons and stuff like that, but they've proven the way they responded with Charlie Kirk and everything else, they're inhumane. So the days of me holding anything back out of taste or whatever else, where the left are concerned, are gone. I'm going to fight fire with fire where that's concerned, I'm afraid. Yeah, because their behaviour has been deplorable. I'm not a party man either. I'm too old to change or get seduced by any party. Yeah, and the thing is, you've heard it all before, Steve. I mean, that's the thing, is you just hear it all before, all the talk of change and everything else, and it never happens. And the only real hope we're putting around change now is that a party with a new name will make a change, whereas the established parties wouldn't. That's our sole hope. What people are putting their sole hope on, really, is that if we get reform in, they're not a mainstream party, so they will make a change based on the fact that they're not a mainstream party. That's a big leap of faith. I'm not saying they won't. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that's a huge. I don't suppose it's a gamble, because what are the other choices? But it's a huge leap of faith. Scary, really, but scary because there aren't many alternatives. Is what I'm trying to get at. Well, Keith and Steve and Justice, Dave, and anybody I'm missing, thanks for coming on. Sorry, it wasn't the silly, happy stream I was hoping it would be. I don't really know why things went a little bit wrong. Yeah, I was sort of enjoying myself last night, but I don't think I did things in the right order today. So it can't be all winners, can they? But if I get back in my silly mood, I might come on again later on. If I don't, I won't. And we'll get back to the politics probably tomorrow. I'm going to get back to some serious stuff tomorrow. But if I come on later on, yeah, it'd just be to take the piss out of someone or myself. So, but I hope you're all having a great time. Hope you're relaxing. Hope you're remembering to relax. To the person that asked me about fear, if you ever want to come on here and talk about it with seriousness, do so. You're better off talking about it than not. That's one thing I have learned, is if you can get it out of here, it can diffuse it a lot. Keep it behind there and it'll drive you fucking crazy. So anyway, I will. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of that one, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of that one for sure. Right, guys, thanks a lot. I'm tempted to leave it running just to see where this ends, but I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna save you all. Right. How long have we been on? An hour and 5. Jesus. If I get in a silly mood, I'll come back on. If not, I won't. I'm Tom Fury. This is ZEE.N.N News. Everything's failed. I'm calling it a day for now. Fuck's sake, everything failed. Look, even that. Scum.
Father, please, you can have my Led Zeppelin records, George Michael, anything. That's my boy. Wimp.
I don't know why, but something is wrong.
Rule Britannia.
The TV is crazy and the truth has gone. I might be crazy, but I think we're done. There are people out there who are adverse to fun.
Communism is king. find a wharf. Don't be a cunt.
I'm having such a good time.
Kill everyone on the bridge.
Having a ball.
Fuck you, Mr. Rascal.
My name is Owen Jones, a renowned drama queen, pseudo-intellectual and champagne socialist.
That's for people.
What can I do? People know love the truth.
Shut the fuck up.
It's true.